Children, today in the topic expression and formula, we'll learn how to how to solve the product of two linear expressions. We know what are linear expressions. Linear expressions, that expression which has which can be written as in the form of ax plus b or x plus a, or y plus b, something like that, where x is the only one variable present in it and one constant is there. Okay, so general form of linear expression is ax plus b. Generally we know that. So today we'll learn how to find the product of the linear expression. Now here we have two linear expressions, one is x plus a and one is x plus b. All right, and we have to find the product of these linear expressions. That means we need to multiply these linear expressions, right? Okay, so the best way for solving this, the multiplication, the finding the product of these two expressions is, what we'll do, we'll multiply x in this whole bracket, first, and then what we'll do, second, we'll multiply by a, the second term, with this whole bracket. So when we write, we will write it like x into bracket x plus b plus a. Take this second term with sign, plus a into bracket x plus b, right? So when we multiply x into x plus b, we'll get x square plus bx. When we multiply a into x plus b, we'll get ax plus ab. Right, now we can see that here in these two terms we can take x common. So when we simplify further, we'll get the product as x square plus bracket a plus b into x plus ab. So this is like a general product when we multiply two linear expression. All right, note down first. Now let's see this sum. Now here I have changed the sign in between the linear expressions. Earlier we have multiplied the expressions which are having plus sign. Now here we are multiplying the expressions which are having minus sign in between. So I have taken the expressions as x minus m into bracket x minus n. So again, if we have to multiply x minus n to x minus n, what we'll do? We'll multiply this x to this whole bracket. This x to the whole bracket first, and then the second term to this whole bracket first. Alright, try to learn this. So what we'll do, x into x minus n will write, and the second term is minus m. You need to pay attention here that the second term will be taken with sign. If plus sign is here, we'll write plus. If minus sign is here, we'll write minus sign. Okay, whatever sign is there, we need to take these terms with sign, right? So minus m will be multiplied with x minus n. So when we multiply, we'll get x into x square minus nx. We'll get minus n. Right, children, we'll get minus nx here. All right. Now minus m into plus x minus mx, or minus minus plus m into n mn. So now we can see that here x is common in the second and third term. So when we take x common from the second and third term, what we'll get? The final product as x square minus, we have taken minus also common from both the terms, minus bracket n plus m bracket close into x plus mn. All right. So this will be the result of the product of the two linear expressions. Note down, please. Now let's see this sum, children. Now here we have to find the product of the two linear expressions which are like x plus 2 and x minus 8. So when we have to multiply x plus 2 to x minus 8, what will multiply? First we multiply x to x minus 8, and then we multiply plus 2 to x minus 8. That's what we have learned. So we'll write like x into bracket x minus 8 plus 2 into bracket x minus 8. Right, now let's multiply. So x into x is x square, x into minus 8, it will be minus 8x. All right, plus 2 into x will be plus 2x, and plus 2 into minus 8 will be minus 16. So we can further solve these two terms. Okay, so minus 8x plus 2x. So plus minus will be always minus, and the result will have the sign of greater number. So 8 minus 2 is 6, and 8 has negative sign, so we will get minus 6. All right, so the result will be, answer will be x square. The product will be x square minus 6x minus 16. Please note. Now here next sum is, we have to expand that x minus 3 to the whole square. So x minus 3 to the whole square can be written as x minus 3 into x minus 3. All right. we can also solve this x minus 3 to the whole square from the formula a minus b to the whole square as a square plus b square plus minus 2ab. All right. So now I'm not applying that formula. I'm using the method that we have studied, method of multiplication, method of expanding, finding the product. So my x minus 3 to the whole square means x minus 3 is multiplied with x minus 3. Okay, and we have learned how to multiply. So first term will be multiplied to the second bracket, then second term will be multiplied to the second bracket. All right, that means x will be multiplied with x minus 3 and minus 3 will be multiplied with x minus 3. So let's multiply x into x will be x square and x into minus 3 will be minus 3x. Minus 3 into x is minus 3x, minus 3 into minus 3 it will be plus 9. Minus into minus is plus. 3 3 is 9. Now we can, children, you can see that we can add these two terms, right? Minus 3x and minus 3x will be minus 6x. So the result will be x square minus 6x plus 9. All right. So this way we can find the expansion of x minus 3 to the whole square. Let's see another sum, children. Now here in this sum it is given that we have to find the product of x minus 5 into x plus 5. Now when a minus b, take it as, just do it simply, x will be multiplied with x plus 5, it will be x into x plus 5, right? Then minus 5 will be multiplied to x plus 5, that's what we have learned this way, x minus 5 into x plus 5. So let's multiply x into x square, x into plus 5 plus 5x. Minus 5 into x will be minus 5x and minus 5 into plus 5 will be plus minus minus 5 5 is 25. Now you can see plus 5 and minus 5 will get cancelled here. So the result will be x square minus 25. 25 can be written as 5 square. So from here the product of x minus 5 x plus 5 will be x square minus 5 square or 25. So from here the formula has been obtained that a plus b and a minus the product of a plus b and a minus b will be a square minus b square. Alright children, please note down.